when people have a dog with severe behavioural issues, particularly relating to aggression, there's a big, strong trend towards looking for these one-session wonder dog trainers. Now, these one-session wonder dog trainers, they definitely do exist. It's a greasy part of the dog training industry. You'll often find that they're 2 to 4 hour home visits. Everything takes place in your home for the most part. It'll almost always be a model of dominance theory or another erroneous sort of basis, such as your body language dictates how your dog will behave. These providers capitalise on the distress that these behaviours cause you as an owner. They also capitalise on that very natural human tendency towards laziness. And so now that you're informed, now that you understand that these behavioural issues, profound behavioural issues, don't happen overnight, there's almost always been a lead up to them. Where they do happen overnight, typically speaking, there's a neurological connection to that, which is going to be well outside of their boundaries as service providers to help you with. And you need to take responsibility for the fact that there's going to need to be a longer term commitment from you and a longer term intervention if you're going to create meaningful long-term results. If you have a dog that has had problems and you have used one of these one-session wonder dog trainers and you found there to be a miraculous change in your behaviour, what I'm going to tell you is this. It was probably the case that you're excessively permissive with your dog, and it was probably the case that your dog never really had a serious behavioural issue in the first place if you got some kind of resolution to it in one visit from someone claiming to be a behaviour professional. I'm going to close with this statement. I'm not the most liked guy in our industry, but I've been doing this for a long time and I do have a reputation for being forthright. I am telling you that within the dog training industry, there is nobody that carries any level of respect from other people that operates in that way. It's almost always bargain basement or old school trainers, people that don't know much themselves, that are peddling like a one-stop shop solution. And nobody in dog training circles talks about these people being particularly skillful. In fact, they're not talked about highly at all, because everybody who's in the industry knows that it's a bullshit model of operation. And for it, in the greatest part, these operators are fleecing the people that they work with.